Welcome back to Perks Recap. Back at it again. Elton John. What can you say about Elton John, right? I love Elton John. I have a lot of Elton John on my playlist. I listen to him quite often. I don't know his entire catalog, obviously. And Cold as Christmas, I don't know this one for sure. And it says in the middle of the year, and parentheses, so maybe that's the whole title. So I'm excited to get into it. Some new Elton John to me that I've never heard. I want to thank Connor for the donation, the suggestion, and if you want the information to donate, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, that information is coming up here in just a couple seconds. It'll also be at the end of the video. And if you donate, just shoot me an email, let me know that you did, and then let me know what you want me to react to, and I'll react to anything you want. And if you want to provide a link, that would be even better. But other than that, let's get to it. Again, Elton John, Cold as Christmas.
Perks Recap Reaction.
We still sit at separate tables, and we sleep at different times. And the warm wind in the palm trees hasn't helped to change our minds. It was the lure of the tropics that I thought might heal the scars of a love burned out by silence in a marriage minus heart. And I call the kids on the telephone, say there's something wrong out here. It's July but it's cold as Christmas in the middle of the year. The temperature's up to 95, but there's a winter look in your mother's eyes, and to melt the tears there's a heat wave here. So how come it's as cold as Christmas in the middle of the year?
Well, this is a beautiful song, obviously. The piano is prevalent, and of course Elton's voice. Just really, really like classic Elton John song. You know this is an Elton John song as soon as you hear it. And, and I said before, I like Elton John, so I'm going to like this song, and that's exactly what's going on. I really, really like the song. I'm probably going to add it to the playlist with all my other Elton John songs that I have on there. Connor did mention that Elton John is probably his favorite or one of his favorite artists ever. And, definitely, I'm sure there's a lot of people who share that same exact sentiment. Elton John, I always equate Elton John to Billy Joel. Like the American version of Elton John is Billy Joel. And I think they even toured together, which is crazy. Can you imagine seeing a Billy Joel and Elton John concert together, both playing piano? Come on. But anyway, I'm really enjoying it. Hopefully you are too. You should be the only time I pause. Yeah, it's not too long. All right, here we go. Again, this is like the third time in the past couple videos. I forget what side I have to press.
I dreamed of love in a better climate, and for what it's really worth, I put faith in the star we follow to this Caribbean surf. But there's an icy fringe on everything, and I cannot find the lines. Where's the beauty in the beast we made? Why the frost in the summertime? And I call the kids on the telephone, say there's something wrong out here. It's July but it's cold as Christmas in the middle of the year. The temperature temperature's up to 95, but there's a winter look in your mother's eyes, and to melt the tears there's a heat wave here. So how come it's as cold as Christmas in the middle of the year? The temperature's up to 95, but there's a winter look in your mother's eyes, and to melt the tears there's a heat wave here. So how come it's as cold as Christmas in the middle of the year? Coldest Christmas in the middle of the year. 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 Coldest Christmas in the...
There you have it. Cold as Christmas in the middle of the year. I thought, listening to this, I thought this was an older Elton John song, like further on in his career. Not recent, but maybe around the year 2000 or even a little after, something like that. Because his voice sounded more mature. But I guess I don't know his voice well enough. This is 1983. The album is Too Low for Zero. That's where this song comes from. But regardless of when it was, like I said, I like Elton John. This is a classic Elton John song. I gotta say, the background singers caught me a few times on this. The oohs and ahs in the background were well done. And then, of course, his piano was stellar. And his voice, very, very good. So, no complaints here. I like Elton John. This was a great Elton John song. I want to thank Connor for the donation and the suggestion again. I want to thank you guys for sticking with me. If you want to do me a quick little favor, hit that like button. And then do me a big favor, subscribe. That would be even better. I would definitely appreciate that. And until next time, I will see you later.